Yo, what's up, everybody? You are tuned into another week of Access Granted, the Pod Stream. Your boy, Mr. Antoine, is in the building. Shout out to my co-host, Lisa Monet. Unfortunately, she can't be here tonight. And I really tried to get a surprise guest host. I had a person that I really want to, and I'm hoping that they hit me back so I can pop them in. I really hope that they do.
Oh,
but in the meantime, if not,
I don't even know who it's going to be. I think I got an idea.
I promise you don't know. I promise you don't know. But as much as I hate to do it, I have to hold down the hosting duties myself tonight. And as y'all can see, I got my business partner, my sister, most importantly, my friend, Queen Pheen, spoken word femc in the building. What's going on, sis?
What's up, broski? It's been a long time.
For all of y'all that ask, this is the lady that makes those Access Granted signature Long Islands,
yes,
the rum punches, and some other things that we might have coming in the future. So
yes, we got some. Listen, this Access Granted margarita that I'm working on, y'all about to be in love. That's all I got to say.
And usually, I'm sipping on some Long Island iced tea of some sort when I'm on the show, but tonight I'm actually drinking a hibiscus something tea. Shout out to my girl Sister D, aka She Dandelion. She makes her own products. I also have some sea moss from her and a lot of other stuff that she does. And I got this tea, and she and I are going to be talking about doing some partnering in the future as well, because I really think that this stuff that she has is amazing, man. And
yeah, spread your wings as much as you can. I'm gonna always tell you that.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I'm even thinking about getting back into makeup.
Absolutely. And if I had some Long Island iced tea upstairs, I definitely would mix it in.
You should have told me.
I know. I literally thought about running around to the house when I was in the shower at 7:20. I mean at 6:20, and I was like, nah, that's not gonna work. That would have been the time when traffic would have been crazy on.
Right. Trying to get right there to Echo Down.
Exactly. So shout out to my man DJ King Ray. He and I were up in Pomona, New York over the weekend. And it was funny because when he told me that he was going up there to DJ an event and that the people wanted Baltimore club music featured, I thought we was going to a party. I thought we was getting ready to go up there and shut somebody's club down or something. But it wasn't that. It was actually a very family friendly like Oktoberfest outdoor Halloween celebration thingamajiggy, and they had it at a Major League Baseball stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So I have some pictures of the way that they decorated the baseball field, and all of this kind of stuff. But it was a really dope event. The kids had an amazing time. I don't know what the kids know about club music, but the kids was rocking.
TikTok. TikTok.
The kids was really rocking to all. Well, I mean, and it was Candy and kids. So you know that the energy level, was gonna be on 10 anyway. But definitely an interesting time. And then we had a brief time yesterday to spend in Manhattan before we came back. So it was a real cool uh 1 day, 24-hour getaway. Prayers up to the man that got back on the wrong bus after we stopped in Delaware. I hope that he made it to his destination, and I hope that that he's able to claim the bags that he lost. We stopped at the bus station in Delaware. The bus driver gave us 15 minutes. When we pulled in, there was another bus beside us. That bus pulled off like 3 minutes before we did and started heading north. He jumped on our bus and started heading south. And I think we were in like Aberdeen when he realized that he was on the wrong bus. And
Wow.
yeah, so, you know, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. But anyway, we got my sis in the building. Couple of icebreaker questions for you
No problem.
before we get into it. Um, you are a mixologist, professional licensed mixologist.
Yeah.
What is your favorite drink?
A Manhattan, a cherry Manhattan.
Now, for those of us that have never had a Manhattan, please explain.
So, it's cherry bitters with your bourbon of choice or your whiskey of choice. And for those who don't know, whiskey and bourbon are similar. It's just a few different notes off from each other. They are the same thing. You might see on some bottles whiskey bourbon or bourbon whiskey, and then you might see it spelled with Skey, and then you might just see
SKY.
SKY.
Yeah.
They are the same thing. So cherry bitters, um, your favorite bourbon, sweet vermouth. That's it. Simplest drink. Put a bourbon infused cherry if you like. 'Cause that's how I like mine. um, and yeah, there you
You
go.
you just schooled me on something because I'm not a big bourbon person, but when I do drink bourbon, I do kind of feel like it's a whiskey vibe, and I'll be like, "What's the difference?" And I've also seen the whiskey spelled the two different ways and never knew why. So
It's like um, don't quote me on this because I'm slightly a little bit suffer from a concussion a couple of years ago, so my memory be a little bit
okay,
lapsed. But I believe it's dependent on the making of it, how it's made.
okay.
Not necessarily the region it's made, but how it's made.
I would have never, ever, ever. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. And that's why I partnered with you because you know your stuff.
Yes.
You know your stuff. All right. So I'm excited about tonight because you told me that you really want to. I don't even remember the word you told me. You wanted to explore the journey,
Yes.
Queen Pheen. And I'm
Yes.
excited about that because I've interviewed you before. We've
So
talked
many times.
before, but we've never, I mean, now that you mention that, we've never like taken that journey because I think a lot of the times that I've had you on, it's always been time issues. We haven't been able to like really sit, one
Right.
on one
And
on one like
do a one-on-one thing.
right,
I was always either with the team or
right, right,
we had like another guest
right, exactly,
or stuff like
exactly.
that. The one thing I will say is I've interviewed with you more than anybody. And I
Mm,
didn't know that until today.
I mean, I'm Mr. Antoine. I mean, you act like
I
that's the
thought
least.
I had more interviews with E Digger. I thought I had more interviews with E Digger, but I have to realize I may, but his stuff wasn't always on YouTube.
Shout out
So
to E Digger and Charm City Direct. I'm Mr.
yeah.
Antoine, damn it. I'm Mr. Antoine, damn
So
it. But
you
no,
have the recorded evolution of
yes,
Queen Pheen in the interview process.
yes. That's crazy. That's crazy. And we've talked before about you know, how you were with the team, MAM Records, and
Hmm.
every time that you've come to talk, like I definitely have gotten to know you, become a fan. I knew you from the music first, and then the spoken word section. You know, you've appeared on the acapellas and acoustic segment and did your
Mhm.
thing. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited because I got videos
Yes.
loaded. I got music loaded. I really can just sit back and just play stuff all night,
Listen, that was like
and
the
it'll be
point of me
cool. But
sending because it's like, man, I'm telling you, just the history of who I am as an artist alone. I don't care about what people say. I choose my own horn because I've
as you
come
should, as you should. So
a
let's
very, very long way.
yeah. So let's get into it because the one thing that you do is you definitely let it be known that you are Darlene Dina's daughter.
Always and forever.
Shout out to your mama.
Shout out,
And
mommy. I know you watching because you called
yeah,
me and told me you was.
shout out to mom. Um, who is a hip hop artist in her own right, and it was a
Yes.
pleasure to have her on the show to chop it up with her, and man, learn about her history. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
I
So
don't know
much.
why the
So much
I don't know why
gems.
the I don't know why the book or the documentary hasn't been dropped yet, but you speak certain
It's
things
coming.
into existence. You
It's
you never
coming. I'm
know.
telling you. It's
So
coming.
so being around a mother that was in the game and really had the love for it the way that she do. I guess you kind of damn near came out the womb as a
Came
music
out
lover.
the womb and
Yeah.
it a lot of people don't know this as well, but my father had a record label.
Wow. Okay.
My father had a record label back in the day. So I would frequent like the Derek Jeter shows, the 92Q showcases. He had a group called TV, and I forgot they was True Voices, and then he had a female group as well. And he dealt with one of the female artists. Her name was Angie B, I believe, or just Angie. And I would be around with him doing some kind of behind the scenes work. So when it comes to music, period, is just naturally, like you said, I was just born into it.
Okay. Something just freaked me out because in the upper right hand corner of my screen, I see a Q with the Facebook thing over it, and that's the first. You're the first person that actually shared the show the way that I've been trying to tell all of my guests to share the show. I'm like, yo, I know I'm not sitting up here getting hacked right now, but I see now that that's you. Thank you. I appreciate you for sharing the show. I was getting ready to shut this. I was getting ready to shut this whole computer down real quick. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
No, but I love people who kind of feel like they're born. Like I'm a little older than you,
Mhm.
so music, of course, was different, but shit, I might actually be. I'm probably closer to your mom's age than I am to your age now that I think about it. So,
Yeah. I'm only
we,
35.
yeah, oh yeah, so I'm definitely closer to your mom's age. So we come from, we come from a generation, man, where growing up, music was always present, and I always used to tell the story. Rest in peace to my aunt Bobby that I just lost a couple of weeks ago, a
Mhm.
couple of months ago, I should say. We used to be at her house in the summertime. And my family was one of those people where when we get together for family outings and get togethers, kids need to get your butts outside and play and let the adults do the adult things. But
Oh,
as
true.
kids, as kids, we always found a reason to go back in the house. We always found a reason to
Mhm.
be around. And there was always, always, always music being played. So my love for people like Teddy Pendergrass and groups like Earth, Wind and Fire and
I
all of that
also want to
comes. Go ahead.
I want to mention somebody that I probably should have mentioned before. She was in the group with my mom. She is like right after my mom, and that is her sister, Icy Irene,
Oh,
aka Icy Rogers. She
oh,
is my style icon. I cannot no longer go on without mentioning her. Whereas Darling Dina was my musical influence, my style
beautiful
influence
stuff.
came from Icy.
What was it about her style that you liked?
Different. Different. I mean, when I say different, she could go from, like I say that I'm Lil Kim Badu Hill, she could go from that Afrocentric influenced, Afro chic influence to maybe some Asian cultural influence, the
Mm.
Indian influence into it. Matter of fact, at uh, ceremonial occasions, graduations, whatever, she does this little Indian call. She do that little Indian call. She does a very high pitch. I can't do it, but to the disco era, to anything like she is her unique self, and that inspired me to be my unique self with the
I love that.
bodysuits and the cat
Yeah.
suits and all. That is heavily influenced by her.
You don't went there, so let's go. Cause god dang it, I remember the first time I saw you perform, and I wasn't ready. I wa- I wasn't ready. I looked at you for some reason as nice
Little skinny Queen
little
Pheen.
things. And so the moniker, the nickname that you give yourself, the Little Kim Badu, that's perfect because you really hit a little bit of all. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, how and why? Like, what made you kind of? I mean, I know that you had the influence from the aunt, but like, once you decided to get heavy into the music, what made you adopt the three styles? Because those are three amazing artists. I'm not even gonna say women artists. They're three amazing artists in their own right. What made you kind of, pick a little piece from each?
So I'm gonna name these three songs, and then I'm gonna
Oh,
explain those songs. So Aunt Dot by Little Kim,
mm,
um, Zion by Lauren Hill, and Next Lifetime by Erica Badu.
okay. So I'm really familiar with the last two, but what was the Aunt Dot? What about
Aunt
that?
Dot is a storytelling song from Lil Kim.
Okay.
Lil Kim can get on her storytelling. That's what a lot of people, if you're not a real, true fan of Lil Kim, you're probably not going to know about Aunt Dot because Aunt Dot is really down to the nitty gritty. Like
Mm,
it shows how she could flow with the best of them.
wow. Okay.
And she talks about in this song about just kind of like, the reality of growing up in New York. And you know how they say um, New York women are aggressive.
Mhm.
She kind of talks about that. She talks about it's like a going back and forth song. She's like doing this little girl Shawnee's voice, and she's got to pretty much put out a hit. She got to carry out a hit for Aunt Dot.
Whoa. Whoa. I need to peep this. I've never heard that song before.
I'm
Okay.
gonna send it to you. I'm
Okay.
gonna send it to you. But Aunt Dot is like, for me, I'm the oldest, and it's three boys after me. I love that song because I've always felt like they're protector. Um,
Okay.
a lot of guys around the neighborhood. One in fact, I ran into one of the guys. His name was Tevin. His name is Tevin. He told me he was terrified of me when he was little, and I never knew that. But that's how that's how protective I am. And you probably picked up on me being a protective spirit because I was protective over my guys and MAM. You know what
Man.
I'm saying? So, and it's for me. I've always been like the only girl. Well, I got a sister. I'm not going to discredit or dismiss my sister, but it's just like as far as hanging out, even her, she's always the only girl in her crew.
Mm.
So it's like that. When Lil Kim say that only female in my crew, I can heavily, identify with that because that's just, hey, Nate. I'm sorry.
Nate Cows and nah, that's my guy. Shout out to my man Nate. I
Um,
just talked about him last week on the show with LNG.
yes, I miss you, Nate. That character, that persona of Little Kim really like resonated with me because people always say to me, even coming here to DC, a lot of people, are you from New York? No.
Mm.
I get that more than Baltimore for whatever reason. I get that more than Baltimore. But with um, Lauren Hill, of course, with her, it started with me with Sister Act and just her style,
Yeah.
her, versatility, being in the Fugees, being able to sing, then rap, then switch it up with the poetry and this like talk so gracefully. I loved it. And Erykah Badu, Like I said in my group therapy last week, um, the mesmerizing part of her, she has that Baduism. I got the Pheenism.
She had my man Common wearing knit hats and scarves.
Okay. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? I done made a couple of them step up their style
Ah,
game. You know what I'm saying? That's when the Pheenism, the Baduism, I just equate that to that. But it's just all of them influence me in a way to how I like to structure my songs,
yeah,
how I like to perform on the stage. Erica Badu is known to personalize her performance to, talk to somebody in the audience or somebody on this, bringing somebody on the stage with her. Um, and I used all of that to become and made it my own. Of course, I really don't stay on the stage. I rarely. You gotta
um,
catch me, and like if I'm on the stage, then you know I'm tired. I'm just out here trying to get this performance over with.
you were pregnant down on the down with the crowd.
I do. Somebody asked a question. Oh, listen,
Shout out
I was
Kwani.
Kwani. Yes, I do believe that Cash Doll song was inspired by Aunt Dot. I do. I
Mm,
do. Lil Kim is gonna forever be an influence to everybody, whether they want to admit it or not. She's a style icon. She's a lyrical icon. She made it okay for girls to get gritty in the studio.
yeah, yeah, and she unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, she catches a lot of flack because of the way that
Hmm.
she's changed her body over the years. But
Yeah.
that to me can't take away from the impact that she had um in her run. You know what I'm saying? Like I was over Foxy Brown all day, and I
Me
love
too.
me some Foxy Brown.
I love
I love
Foxy.
Foxy Brown.
I won't, discredit her
Yeah.
influence on me too, because
Skeet, what's up,
even
bro?
even the way that she just kind of like even the way Foxy, that Case song, her with her and, is that Case? Gotta get you home with me tonight.
That's
That
Drew
song,
Hill.
that's Drill.
I think so.
That's not Case. I don't know, but that song in particular was a good influence because I've always kind of wanted to remake that as well. But I also will never discredit my number one after my mom, of course. And we gonna get that roughneck out there. You know what I'm saying? we we gotta
Uh,
we gotta bring her. Oh my god, her name just slipped my mind. Oh my god, what's her
while
name?
you
That's fine.
while you're thinking I'm dead wrong, it was Blackstreet. I knew it
It's
wasn't Drew.
Blackstreet. Okay, I don't know why I said Case, but anyway, what's her name? Roughneck.
Oh, MC Light.
MC Light. Why I couldn't get that out? It was right there.
What?
Um, MC Light was a major, major influence on me when I was young. I was still my little brother pants because, you know, you had to put on MC Light, 5 o'clock in the morning. Where you going to be? Outside on the corner. You better listen, come on now. I was all up in the TV doing all of that. But Lil Kim, Badu, and Lauryn Hill is definitely my number ones because I embody my personality, period, overall, without music, embodies all of them into
Oh.
one.
So you jump into this game in music, and first of all, you're in Baltimore,
Hmm.
which kind of puts you behind the eight ball from the jump street, just because of the music culture here and how it doesn't. We've
Hmm.
had that talk before, so I'm not even going to get into that. But then you decide to join a label,
Hmm.
and if I'm not mistaken, you're the only woman on that label, or were you?
So, okay, MAM wasn't my first label.
Okay, please school me because I definitely didn't know that.
I was, um, I started out with 4EY, and we were Young, what we was calling ourselves, young, young and ridiculous records. Then I stopped rapping for a little while. Later on, during my college days, I got with Get Addicted, which is shout out to Do, shout out to Taz. Um, I probably made this. Can I hit it again? I probably used them verses probably about 4 or 5 times before I got to MAM. But after Get Addicted, I went to Rough Family Productions and Fams Up Entertainment.
Okay.
It's with Skull Squad Posse. I was the only girl of Skull Squad Posse. Skull Squad Posse consisted of myself, Stony Mugger, Lucini Ace, um, Tay, and who else? And my producer, they call him SSP Waves or Main. Um, he he produced a lot of my early tracks. A lot of my beats that you may play came from him. I just think he always got my sound. And
And this is all
then
in Baltimore? This is all in
this was
Baltimore?
all in
Okay.
Baltimore. This was all in Baltimore. Rough Family Productions, we hit a fork in the road. You know, when you when you are a beautiful woman, you're gonna get tried from all angles. So that person that was running that label um wanted something from me that I was not going to give him. So we found Jay McGraw at the Red Door, and he discovered Stony, and pretty much Stony told him that he wasn't coming unless he could bring me with him.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, and at that time, I believe it was still two other girls on MAM at the time. That was Finesse, the
Finesse.
Illa
Yeah.
MC,
Yeah.
and then Wizzy. They were the two girls that were still on the label. By the time I really got settled in, I became the
Um,
only girl in the group.
so
Finesse was on her way out the door. Wizzy had started her own label, and it became just me.
shout out to our big sis, Poetless.
Hey, Pooh. Hey,
Poetless.
Pooh, Pooh.
All 6 feet 6 inches of my sister.
6 feet. That's right. Five below. Ride or die.
That's
Fly or
right.
die, fool.
So you get the MAM.
Yeah.
Basically, all the girls leave
All the
for
girls
whatever
leave
for
for
whatever
whatever
reason,
reason.
and
They left. I mean, you know, I'm not going to speak ill will on nobody, but it was things that were happening. Like Wizzy, she started her own label, so of course she's not going to
right,
stay under
right,
somebody else's label. I think Finesse was more so settling into career mode more than anything. And she was also just spreading her wings, testing the waters.
right.
Both great MCs, will not discredit nobody, you know what I'm saying? But it just came down to me and me being who I am.
Yeah.
Now, at that point, there was some legal issues between Stony Mugger and I, and um, he left the label. So, um, being as though I didn't have somebody to speak on my behalf no more, I immediately created a group chat just with me and Singleton and Jay so that I could talk to them without having the noise of the entire group chat in the background. Um, and then I got in the studio with I believe he go by King Slay or Slay. I forgot. His name is Dante, but he is the owner of Ayo Boutique's brother. Um,
Okay. Shout
yeah.
out to Willow.
So he's Rello brother. So Slay, Tay Slay, I believe. I don't know. I forgot what he was going by at that time.
Okay.
But we got in the studio and did Can I Hit It Again? Um, and my old music got pushed to the back. I wanted to re-record, and we led with that. So everybody kind of believes that All Hell is my actual first single, but no, Can I Hit It Again?
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Can you handle it? Can I hit it again as a poem? Can you handle it?
You got so much stuff out there, she getting it confused.
Yes.
And you handle
Can you handle it? Was my first, and I could not find. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but I couldn't find the one with him in it. I think I sent you the one with just me by myself.
you sent me a can you handle it?
Think so, or it should be handle it. I don't know.
Paula says that's one of her favorites. But
Yeah.
where I was going when I mentioned when I thought that you were the only woman on the label at the time,
Mhm.
you came into or you were getting into a very male dominated industry. And
Mhm.
even you just spoke on the fact that, one of the guys from the previous situation, wanted something from you,
Mhm.
that of course you weren't willing to give. Um, was that really hard for you, being a woman and, having a male label head, and just having to deal with guys?
As a um again, the oldest of five, and there's three boys in between me and my sister. No, I know how to say no. I know how to be stern about it. I know how to let you down. And I'm not going to be gentle about it, but you're going to get let down and you're going to know that I said what I said and that's what it's going to be. I am not one of these ones who need any help to get to where I'm going. Again, my father had a label. So anything behind the scenes, I already know.
Kind of.
So it's nothing that you can say to me that's going to persuade me to go the route you want me to take because I know how to get around that.
Yeah,
And
you're
that's
right.
what I want us girls to educate ourselves on
Yeah.
because we don't have to sleep with these producers. We don't have to sleep with these executives. We don't have to sleep with whomever, these DJs to get ahead of ourselves.
And my man, shout out to my man Skeeter, Nate Little. He says it definitely still goes on, and yeah, I can definitely see her standing her ground. She's yeah, I could definitely see. But so I didn't really start getting familiar with the Baltimore scene music wise until I started Baltimore Flavor Radio back in 2014.
Hmm.
And God, I'm coming up on 10 years of this stuff. Jeez. And
Yes.
that's crazy. But as I'm getting in and I'm starting to learn and I'm starting to meet more people, when I tell you some of the stories that I heard, man, when I tell you some of the stuff that I used to hear where people that I thought were friends, in public were literally, it was a lot of mudslinging going on in the background. I've had people sling mud on my show. Um, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And to me it's sad when you can't separate the two, or as a man you try to use a woman for that. You know what I mean? Like you can't just assume that
I've had
every
somebody tell me I wasn't going to get nowhere if I didn't, that I wasn't that talented for somebody to pick me up, that I would need to do that to
I've
get
heard you
ahead.
say that before. I've heard you say that before.
Hmm. So, um,
That's
you know,
crazy.
it is what it is. But like I said, I'm very stern. First of all, I'm Darlene Dina's daughter. Ain't no, I'm Darlene Dina's daughter. I'm gonna say that probably 50 more times during this. But ain't
That's how I
nobody.
started off the interview. That's how I
You
started
ain't
off
get
the
ready to
interview.
get over on me, sir. No, I've even had some women in this industry make some advances to me.
Oh yeah, of course.
you know and it's just, I'm flattered and everything. It's nice to know that the Pheenism does not have to
uh,
go as far as the Baduism goes to,
yeah.
be noticed. But I will never ever just give in to something because I want something. I'm going to find a way to either get it on my own or find another way around it to get it, because there's multiple ways to achieve a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm gonna get off that because I got some stuff that I really could delve into um on that subject, but that's not something that I want to dwell on. Just happy for the fact that you think enough of yourself as a woman to, to do
And
whatever it
I
is that you
definitely
may do.
mentioned that to when I interviewed Trill Bino. I definitely mentioned
Mhm.
to that and gave her that part of the advice. First of all, her father's right, so it's not going to
Yeah,
slide like that anyway.
yeah,
But just,
yeah,
she ever ventures on her own, so make sure she stand her ground.
yeah. And since she put me in her video, I'm kind of her unofficial uncle. So if I hear about it, I'm gonna step to whoever
Period.
comes out
Okay.
with that nonsense anyway. But yeah, it's just crazy. So like tell me a little bit about the Baltimore scene when you came into the game, because again, every time I talk to a Baltimore artist, I learn more and more.
So what's crazy is my first time performing live was not in Baltimore.
Okay.
Um, it was in York, Pennsylvania. Matter of fact, I found out I was pregnant that night after I got off stage. I was pregnant with my son, who rest in peace, Trey baby, who passed away. I was pregnant with him at the time. I was 4 months pregnant with him at the time, and then I know.
Wow.
But yeah, I was on stage at this. It was my first time at a read. I went to Art Institute in York, Pennsylvania, and of course, bunch of
Of course.
but they was playing some hip hop beats, and I just got up there and just said an old rap, and got back into it. Came home after he passed away. Fast forward, jumping back into the Baltimore scene. I was with. I forgot about this guy. I was with this guy Gerard at the time. Before that, but I didn't get to perform it. But I came back to Baltimore and linked back up with him. Um, and we did a show down Vernell's Ice Paradise. And that was way before I started working there. Didn't even realize until recently that was the same place. We did it. So we go to Brownells and we do the show, whatever the case may be, and it was cool. I said, okay, this is something I can probably see myself doing. I know I had a good control of the crowd. For me, I never got to see the bullcrap side of Baltimore scene until I got to MAM. Um, when we was just with when I was with Get Addicted, when I was with 4EY, like, it was like smaller venues. So, and before I got to MAM, when I was with Rough Dam, we were doing Red Door, we were doing what is called, not the 5 Mile House. We did do the 5 Mile House, but what's the one that was downtown? That
Five
was
seasons.
5 seasons. We were doing 5 seasons. Um, Matter of fact, Um, that's where I initially met some of my peers at Blaze. Um, I met Bryant there. I met Poetless with Miss Sabrina down at Tony's Diner,
Shout out Sabrina.
and it was like love. You know what I'm saying? All those places that I performed with those people, it was not a dry bone in the house. And I'm not blaming MAM for the dry bones that was in the house, but it just seemed like you could smell the hate while you was performing on the stage. You could smell it. And it wasn't, and so me and Jay would get into a lot of arguments after my performance because his former female artists would be there. And then they would whisper little stuff in his ear. And so then after I would get off the stage, he would come to me and say, "Oh, you need to do this better, do that." And so we would have arguments because that's when it became something. Nobody paid me, none of them female First of all, I didn't even realize it was so many female hip hop artists in Baltimore until I
Mhm.
got to MAM. It seemed like Jay had everybody at
Okay.
one point. And because of that, it just made me step my game up even more. It just made me step my game up. I can say even here in DC, I've always gotten love. I didn't really get too much flack, even going to Love and Hip Hop open mic. Shout out to Big Guy. I get love, and I really love to go there because I can perform all hell, and I feel like Lil Kim on the stage because I ain't even gotta say the words.
Mm.
Those kids know my song, and it makes me feel good when I'm like, say my name, Queen, and they Queen Pheen. It hypes me up. The Baltimore scene to me can be a crab and barrel or crab in the pot if you allow it to be.
Absolutely.
But me, I've always stayed in my own lane. I've always did what I felt like was best for me, whether the whoever team I was a part of at the time agreed with it or not. Um, funny, funny story. My name being Queen Pheen, I wanted my logo to be a pill, like
Mm.
a Percocet.
Mm.
Jay McGraw did not agree with that at all. He wanted something positive and this. And I'm like, why can't we turn a negative into a positive? You know what I'm saying? So he paid for this logo that I never used. I never used it. Sorry that I wasted his coin on that. But I told him I did not that's what I wanted, and he got the opposite.
I mean,
Uh,
because of the spelling of it, the way that you
mhm.
spell fiend, it definitely could have,
Worked in my favor,
yeah, yeah.
of course, but nobody saw it at the time. Singleton Newman, shout out to her.
Shout out
She
Singleton.
had my mother. She had my back. She had my back. She helped me fight for whatever I felt like needed to happen. So shout out to Singleton because I believe if it wasn't for Singleton, I probably wouldn't have had the voice or the vocal ability that I did have
Mhm.
on MEM at the time.
Okay. Shout out to Singleton. I think she still in Baltimore or did she move? I think she
No,
moved.
she is in Atlanta. She been
Yeah.
in Atlanta for about
Yeah.
how
Actually,
old is Miles?
yeah. Actually, not too long after she separated with Worldwide Flavor Network, I think she
Yeah,
down there not too long after that. Shout out to
yeah.
Singleton. All right. Let's get into some of these 47 videos that you sent.
It's not 47. He play too much.
No, and I'm glad that you did this because I know for a fact I don't think I've heard three of these songs on the video that you sent. So I'm looking forward to these. I intentionally didn't listen to them when you sent them earlier because I wanted to hear the same time that everybody that's viewing in. And if you are tuned in, we definitely appreciate you. We got Queen Pheen in the building. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe the video. Where you want to start? Where you want to start?
Let's um
Do you remember
see.
everything that you sent?
uh,
It
I
should
don't.
still be in your
Um,
inbox. It
I
should it should still be in your inbox. Did I lose her? I think she just froze. So that means I'm gonna pick the song that we're gonna start with. Okay, there she is. You were frozen for a second, so I was getting ready to pick the
I'm
song.
sorry. I was
I was
trying to look in my inbox. I thought you
Yeah,
guys
got
could
you.
still hear me.
No,
But let's start with Purple Dragon.
that's actually the one that I was gonna pick. You want to
That has
introduce
my
this?
daughter featured on the beginning of that track. I'm still trying to fight tooth and nail to get those vocals off. If not, I'm just going to have Miles to re-record that because he sounds exactly like her during this
Okay.
time. So you're going to hear her at the beginning of the track. Um, and I'll talk again about my daughter when we play All Hell, but
Okay.
she is a big reason why I got back into music.
Okay. Cool. So let's get into this joint. Purple Dragon, Queen Pheen. We'll be back with more Access Granted the Pod Stream. I've seen this before.
Pheenix. Wake up. Pheenix. Wake up.
Okay. I'm woke. I'm woke. Listen. No, I don't want to be labeled as the spotlight killer, nor would I like any of your sympathy. You see, this purple dragon been chasing me since I can remember. And they told me it was the side effects of having a sickle cell trait. But I knew that was fake. My body couldn't tolerate the pain, but I felt like I was losing my brain. Don't know what I'm going to do some days, because I'll be stuck to the bed. I'll be stuck to the bed like crazy glue. And those times I lay, cry, and pray, and after I dry my eyes, I get up and face the woman in the mirror and say, you are stronger than you can ever imagine. Nothing or nobody can stand in your way. You have lupus, but lupus does not have you. Hold your head up, arch your back, throw them skinnies on and them heels and work it. Rise from the ashes of your past and show them you are built for tough, made to last. Let them tell you who you are is an offer you must decline. I'll be legendary, and you'll be known as the woman, undefined.
So my first question is, how the heck old are you on that video?
That was drum roll. That was 8 years ago.
Okay.
Camille was 4,
Oh,
same age as Miles is now. Coincidentally, they're both Pisces. And they sound the exact same at that. He sounds exactly like Camille at that age. Strangely enough, just a deeper voice because he is a boy. But I was I 24?
you were 8 years younger.
Yeah, I was 8 years younger, and um 80 pounds lighter.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, I didn't know just by looking at the title, what. First of all, I thought you were going to be rapping, and that's more of your spoken word lane right there. But of
Mhm,
course, everyone that knows you, I'm sure, knows that you have this battle with lupus.
mhm.
And I just want you to talk about that a little bit, because you're one of those people that if I didn't know, I wouldn't know,
Yes,
because it never, in the times that you and I, are together, it never rears its head. Shout out to Blizzard. What up, boy? What's going on? Like,
you're you
yeah,
already know.
she ain't got no Long Island iced teas for you, Bliss.
Man, so um it took me so long to get diagnosed with lupus. So long. I didn't actually so weird story is the day that I found out that my son had a heart defect is the same exact day I found out I was diagnosed with officially diagnosed with lupus. So finding out that okay, my son is not going to live too much longer after he's born. I also might not live too much longer after he was born. Was devastating. And from that day, I prayed. I asked God if He allows any of us to survive, especially if it's me, that I would advocate for lupus heavily. I would do what I needed to do, regimen wise, whatever the doctors recommended, whatever He prayed and came to me and recommended. And my motto is think sick, be sick. And it was
Oh,
simple as that. Think sick, be sick. If I allowed my body, because the number one trigger for lupus flare ups is stress. So if I allowed something to take me there, then yes, a flare up came. Um, but I also delved into something that made me happy, which was performing and modeling at the time. I would pay for it the next day. I would be swelled up. Definitely. I will
And
be spoiled.
I was gonna ask you, the effect that it has on you from a music standpoint, because you go hard on the stage. Like you said, you don't even be on the stage half the time. So once you're performing, you definitely go hard. And I was just wondering, how much of an effect a disease like lupus can have on,
Yeah.
you doing that.
Any small activities really like even as far as doing too much walking or um too many functions where I'm moving my body during the day could cause
Mm,
me to swell up. Um Probably not gonna notice, but this hand is so swollen right now. I've been like writing, I've been designing flyers, I've been um cooking, cleaning up, doing stuff with the baby.
yeah,
Um, and it's just simple things can cause my inflammation in my body. Even though currently right now, as of the beginning of this month, I was told that my lupus is back in remission,
okay,
but I still get the fatigue, the inflammation, and things of that nature if I overwhelm my body with too much activity. So I try to do as much as I can. I take it one day at a time. Um, Performance wise, I know if I have a performance on Friday, I ain't doing nothing
yeah,
from Monday to Thursday
yeah.
because I have to prepare my body to work itself.
And I want to go left a little bit because you mentioned
Good.
modeling as well. And I saw a post where you recently lost a friend that was a
Hmm.
part of the caution model.
Yes,
So I'm gonna
yes, Miss Ree.
give you some
Share
time.
my world. Hashtag share my world. Yes. I just want to send love and light again to her family. I did reach out to the family and, send my condolence and prayers on the behalf of Caution Models. Um, um, if it wasn't for the distance, I definitely would have made the memorial service. But I love you, Ree. Ree was an avid fan of mine. She was definitely a great supporter. Whenever she was in town and she needed makeup done, whenever she was in Baltimore and she needed makeup done, she came to me. Um, she was just awesome, awesome person. She also went through something, I believe, with an autoimmune disease. And
Mhm.
she also had a son who passed away around the same time my son passed away.
Wow.
So we had a lot in common. We bonded over that over the years. And Cherie, um, Cherie was just an amazing person. Um, can we get into that next video? I will be
Yeah,
right back.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
Anyone
You can do
particular?
the say yes.
Got you.
Yep.
Got you. All right, we'll get into that. She has to go run an errand real quick, and she'll be right back. This is Say Yes by Queen Pheen. We'll be back with more Access Granted, the pod stream in a minute. Let me load this joint up. Bam. Let's go.
So, ladies, you ever had something so good it became a curve for everything? You could get diagnosed with the flu and go home and get one hit, and it's like, baby, can I hit it again and again and again? So I told him, there's no need to apologize to you. This time it's your turn to make amends. You see, the way you put it down last night makes my head spin. The way you caressed my breast, couldn't wait to see what you would do with the rest. From my mama, boy, you were blessed. The way you took your time to explore, and baby, I'm sure you found what you've been looking for. Started off with a side shot, and you know that's my spot. I was like, Sadie. No, I wasn't looking for my father, but shit, Sadie. You know, on your nerves from this day forth, I won't even bother. On to the cowgirl. Had me riding like we was at Pimlico, and all bets were on me coming in first place. And then you gazed in my face, and I inhaled deeply. And you grabbed my waist and flipped me on my back, and ooh, daddy, I want it just like that, and like that, baby. Yes, I mean, shit, stroke after stroke until we both reached our climax, and I got that next hit, and daddy, I was like, can daddy, can I hit it again, and again, and again, can I hit it again?
It just got a little hot in here, y'all. It just got
Shout
a little hot
out
in here.
to PJ. PJ for short. That is his whole rap name. He's also an incredible talented actor and model himself. I met him on the set of a show that I was supposed to do, Social Theory. Shout out to Angel Amore, Candace McCrae for that meetup because they introduced me to a dope. So I hit up PJ like PJ had my boyfriend at the time. He know who he is. You already know. Um, did not want to do the video with me.
What?
Do the video. I was hurt.
Bliss.
I was hurt because
Bliss.
can you see that?
Look at hold up. Look at the comment. Hold up.
He did not want to do the video. I was so mad. So I called up PJ. PJ, can you be my video guy? Me and PJ linked up. We didn't even go over the concept of the video until the day of. Guanaco King. Shout out to Guanaco King. He was not shy. Jumping off of stereo systems and stuff. How much you shy. But we did that, and it was amazing. Like it was amazing.
Little one.
Shout out to my mama. She just came from her modeling practice mini me to DC. Yes, that's my baby girl. Say hi.
Hey. Give me 16 bars real quick.
16 bars. She don't know what that is.
You said 16 bars.
Yeah, I got the balls in it. Yeah.
We gonna get her on the track. We gonna get her on the track.
Okay.
Yes. So I love my baby. She's amazing. She's very, very talented. I'm telling you, and star of her team. But so PJ, he called him up. PJ came through. Guanaco, shout out to Guanaco King. Guanaco shot mostly all my videos. Except for that first one we played Purple Dragon, that was shot by Candace Turner. Shout out to CT. I love you. I miss you, girl. And he came through. I told Guanaco I did not want to perform that video. I wanted to be kind of more of a visual. I wanted you to kind of just listen to the words, watch the story, and get the message that I was talking about. Right. And yes, at that time, I was looking for the ring. So that was the hint that I was putting out there. Yes. So,
wow, this is really happening live right now.
live, full effect. That sweet red done kicked in.
Wow, this is really happening live.
But yeah, so that's how that video came about.
Man, listen. Shout out to my brother Blizz, man. Shout out to my brother Blizz. That's great. So the one thing that I'm noticing, and we haven't really talked about the transition, but both of the songs that we played so far have been more of a spoken word piece. Um, how'd you? What was that? Were you doing that first, and then that kind of transition to rap, or vice versa?
No, that was Jay's call.
Okay,
That was Jay's call, and that was his. Ooh, coincidentally, his name was Jay too, the one who ran Rough Band. That was
J2.
their call. Um, they wanted me to put more out of my spoken word and then introduce myself to the hip hop part of me. They
Okay,
did not want me to just hit them straight on the head with the hip hop. So I,
because
they wanted the surprise effect, is what I was told. And then you also had Nicki Minaj coming out. You had who else was out at that time? Then you had the big beef between Shy Lady Heron and the girl that this Nicki Minaj. It was like so much going on at that time, and I guess they didn't want me to interfere in a sense. Jay wanted me to more so stick with the spoken word because he wanted me to be more well rounded of um being able to perform at schools, kid friendly events, and I personally believe he preferred him and Auntie Sabrina. They more so preferred my spoken word over my hip hop at the time. So I mean, it is what it is, but still had to do what I wanted to do.
yeah, you had the little Kim part in you that needed to
That needed to come out.
kick down the door. Yeah.
Yep.
Which do you prefer?
What do I prefer? I prefer a combination of both.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. Family feud. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Everybody always tries to get me to choose, but I can never choose.
Yeah,
I am a combination of both.
yeah, that's understandable.
And when I get over to Chanel house, hey ma,
Mama is in the building.
when I get over to Chanel's, she gonna bring that Tony Braxton up out me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
That's really what's hiding, lurking in the dark.
really?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And Miss Sabrina, she years ago tried to bring it out me, but
And that's funny that you said that because way back earlier in this conversation, I actually started to ask you, was that you know, I was going to ask you why hip hop, why didn't you sing? Because I've heard that you have a
you got a little something,
little
something,
songbird, little songbird
little
voice.
Tony Braxton going on. Um, I thought it
Future
was,
future
I thought
acapella and acoustic segment.
I thought it was too typical. I think
Mm,
everybody assumes
yeah,
that I am a singer
yeah, yeah.
from based on how I look. I
Yeah,
think first thing about me that people see me when they see that I signed up to perform or they know that I'm gonna perform, they think I'm about to get up there
and
and
sing.
blow the mic down.
Yeah.
I'm not Ivy, but I can get there. I can flow with the best of them.
Okay. Okay. Future acapella and acoustic segment coming
Future is
soon.
coming. It's coming.
Coming soon. And shout out to Ja Avi. I'm real.
Yes.
I'm real. I'm a hater right now. I'm a
Me
hater
too. I'm a hater
right
too.
now. But I know
I'm a
she's
hater
gonna go.
too.
Yeah, I know she's gonna go do her thing in Dallas next week. So you're at this point now where you've been through the various labels. You know, when I met you, you were a part of the MAM Records team.
Mhm.
Then, from me as a person outside looking in, it almost ended just as fast as it started, or at least
It
from
did.
the point that
It
I
did.
got there.
It did. Um, what initially for me um made me walk away um was caution models. I didn't think as a model that it would interfere with my studio time and my writing time or wouldn't drain me. But caution models eventually started giving me a headache, and anything that's going to give me a headache, I had to get rid of. And I wanted to stay on board as a consultant, but it was just too much stuff that I couldn't agree on. And then it was just kind of like some conversations was being had without me being a part of it. And if we're supposed to be working together as a team, then all of a sudden my ideas wasn't good enough, and I just like backed away. And so Then when I seen that was primarily more so his focus, because he was trying to get, the brand off at the time, I decided to walk away. And this is no way to discredit anything. Like I said, I believe Jay McGraw has great ideas. I believe that he's a great person. I believe that he can achieve great things, but it was just something that was not going to work for me.
Mhm.
And we even tried again to work together after I had Wavy, but
Yeah.
again, it was just kind of like um too much of I was being told one thing and then other stuff was going on behind the scenes, and I just couldn't, it just wasn't going to work for me. I had to kind of stick to my own thing and figure out from there.
Yeah, and me, and we've talked about this before too. Me meeting you through Jay, and kind of everything that was going on with MAM at that time, uh, because I was so cool with everybody. It kind of put me in a crazy situation because, like, not only were Jay and I friends at the time, but he had come aboard to be, a co-host on a radio show, and then we actually, started doing business with the radio shows. And so I'm seeing Jay almost every day, but damn, then you're doing, you're popping up at pop-up shops with your liquor, and I'm coming to support that. And, Blizz is still my guy, and, a lot of the other people that were still, it was crazy, man. And I think I was probably one of the biggest advocates for, like, yo, we need MAM records back.
We
You
do.
know what I
We
mean? And
do.
I
I
started,
will I will definitely say that.
yeah,
We do. I definitely
I
want
started
to.
going on like a little personal crusade. I'm saying stuff to Jay, and
Mhm.
we did end up one time before I left Power 4.4. Before I stepped down from Power 4.4, I hate saying the word left because
Yeah.
I noticed that when I say left, people think that it was a beef.
It was a
Not-
beef.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly, which is far from the truth. But when right before I stepped down from Power 4.4, I was able to get Blizz, I believe Decoy and Taz, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken, up to the radio station. And the
Mhm.
vibe that day was just so amazing. And I walked away from that thinking, all right, I did my part. Now y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do to get MAN records. And to this day, I still have a little piece in the back of my mind that says that there needs to
I'm
be,
still like,
yeah.
I
I
told
know because
you
we've
the
talked about
Tipsy
it.
Picnic. I still
Yeah,
want a MAM reunion. I'm still trying to do the Queen Pheen one night only, and I still want them, that whoever choose and decides to come out, I would love for that to happen. I have no ill will, I have no beef. I am like in full mommy mode. I ain't got time. Too much stuff is going on these days to be holding a grudge, to be
exactly.
beefing. You know what I'm saying? If Terrence and I can make up and go through our differences and be friends now, I ain't,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Let's say it definitely will be in the building. And if you know what, and if it's just for that night,
I
then
should have contacted him because I should have last night. Oh my God. Send that to Asphalt right now. If you got it, send last night to Asphalt because we need to play that before the night is over
oh
with.
yeah, if you got that, inbox that to me, bro. I have no idea what she's talking about, but yeah,
That's the
whatever it is.
song that we had together last. It's called Last Night.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm just having flashbacks. It was really a, it was the craziest time.
That was like
It was the
prime
weirdest of
time. That
time.
was that was prime time Queen Pheen right there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, MAM really caught me during my prime. My
Yeah.
body was like all the way together. You know what I'm saying? I just only had Camille.
And I remember damn,
I
I
put
don't
her
even
to the radio show with me a few times.
right. But I'm gonna say the night that I gave you a ride home, I think you were
Hmm.
living downtown at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And we had a really cool talk that night, and
Mhm.
I was like, damn, she just wants so much more than what she's getting. That's kind of the
That's it.
the vibe that I got
That's it. That's it.
from the conversation, and it was like, yo, like I know I really can't do nothing to help her get more, but damn, what can I do to kind of help her? You know what I
Why
mean?
you doing it now? Who would have thought that conversation would have turned it into something else? Because now, this is a dry year for me. I mean, this is a dry season for me overall.
Mama has
Which,
spoken. I don't know what she's
what's
talking
your
about.
favorite poem, Mom? Which one? I know which one I think she talk about. I can perform that live because I never recorded that
Oh,
one. I don't think.
damn. Okay, that's dope. We can do that. We can do that at the end of the show. But
Okay.
we got 2 more videos, and then I know you have some songs that
Mhm.
you sent me that you want to get into. So what you want to do next?
So let's go into the cipher with Guanaco. Let's go into that one because I'm featured on it, and I just wanted to show my little Kim off that I can flow with the best of them.
Is that revenge or am I missing
Yep,
something?
revenge. Yep,
Okay. So
revenge.
introduce that real quick, and
So
we'll
this
get into it.
one is Guanaco Cream, Revenge, the Cipher. I'm back to attack featuring myself, Lucini Ace. Let's get it.
I did not know this was a cipher. I'm looking forward to this one.
Go off with your head, bust that leg, my man, gonna fuck your flesh. Why you running from that? Don't you love the sound of bloodshed? Now it's payback. My gun gonna blow in a sec. Rip your skull like JFK. Chance in a million, you probably live. I'ma make sure you damn me. And then your body like me. The man just best serve in a cold plate. But first, I'ma make you suffer. You talk all that gutcha. Let me introduce you to my jet. Right at the 13th type of jet. Shy you upside down, fry your piss. Squeal like a pig, skin you like a pig. In your life like a fucking pig. Payback's a bitch. I'm back to attack. I'm back to attack. I'm back to attack. Payback's a bitch. I'm back to attack. I'm back to attack. I'm back to attack. Payback's a bitch. I'm back to attack. I'm back to attack. I'm back to attack. Nigga, who in the hell you call a whore? Nigga, I'm from Baltimore, where we got them gas galore. AK-9s and 44s, leave you on the floor with no brains. Like you sniffing that cocaine, I learned everything from the game. Them shotgun Glocks, they aim the flame. My mind couldn't cope until it's ready. Triple beams and machetes. Lots of dope, can't cook like spaghetti. I'ma put out about 10 testes. Let me put you down, nigga, how it is. Niggas in my hood, catching bids, licking shots at your crib. Beef don't stop until you dead. No way safe for your kids. Niggas get harassed by them pigs. Bandanas be blue or red. Put one in your chest, 2 in your ribs. What the fuck? We don't play. All we do is slang this yay. Hopping out the Diamante. Put some shots in your fiance. Maybe your uncle, maybe your auntie. Serving niggas just like an entree. Smoking weed from the Bombay. With a bad bitch, her name is Shantae.
Yo, I came in this world, it was all about Pheen. Got these bitches wondering who is she. She the next to blow no job. She the next to show y'all. I am a lion, now hear me roar. This is what I've been waiting for. I've been spitting these bars. I've been on my job. Starting down these wrong ways and news time on Sundays. She who I do it for. I'm lyrical down to the core. You want out, if anyone is, now say hello to my little friend. These niggas trying to get me. These bitches ain't fucking with me. I said
these niggas trying to get me, but these bitches ain't fucking with me.
You talk that trap sex, that's your own trap case, then you're looking for redemption. Talking that lot shit, you know the law get no fucks above the law. This a man's world, black man's the victim. Boy, release your motherfucking fall already in the trap. Walking the corners of the same crap, like they need just live it right. Looking for a person snatch, looking for a 30 kill. Look at these content niggas, started with 9, leave with now back to the draft. You get killed in, nigga, you free at last. Open your minds, free your mind. This is a man's world.
My money bringing
but I'm black. My bitch red, she dumb fat. My money clean, but I'm black.
Okay. Okay, Queen.
Yeah, so it's funky because that song was actually so
My money green.
so,
So,
so that song was so much longer than that. Some people got cut out.
okay.
Due to whatever reasons. Some people got cut out, and it was like also other issues going on. Again, at this point in time, that's when Stony and Mika and I were going through our legal issues. So, of course, we couldn't be around each other at that time. Um, it was some other people that was on the track that just got cut out, and it just came. I feel like it turned out, you know, a little. No shade, but it came out better to me in that sense. Again, I was the only girl on the track, and I just really had to like show my skill.
Yeah. Yeah. You had to show the pen. You had to show the pen. And that's something
My favorite line, because I feel like people don't never catch this, but is she the next to blow? No job. People don't ever. I don't think people
message.
catch that.
Message. Message. So this was during that transition. This was during that transition where you were basically coming out of a label situation and starting something.
Starting on my own. Yeah, because we were trying to put together a video for All Hell. We were trying to put together a video for Ambition. Would I still wind up doing a video for Ambition, but just in a different fashion of what initially Jay and I talked about. Because with Ambition, we were supposed to be like down Minor Street, which a lot of people don't know. I'm from that neighborhood. I lived on Orleans Street for the early beginning part of my
Okay.
life. And I'm from East Baltimore, period. I don't care what nobody got to tell you, Keisha Toy, don't get on here talking about North Pulaski. I'm not from there. But I wanted to we wanted to do it in that sense and get the neighborhood kids involved and stuff like that. But we just could never get a real like scheduling time. It was just like too much conflict with that. Well, all hell, we never got a video for that because we couldn't agree on the idea. We could not agree on an idea. Then when I did get to shoot a video for All Hell. It got scrapped. Too much behind the scenes going on, so we really couldn't shoot what we wanted to shoot. The venue where I did the live performance part of Love and Hip Hop, it was a dry night for Love and Hip Hop, which was crazy because it was lit the week before, but the night I wanted to shoot the video, it was the night I wanted to shoot the video was dry. So we didn't have no good scenes we could keep. That was like more so like a Cinderella thing for the video. But shout out to Exoskeleton. That's my bro.
Guy.
He just gave me a good idea. He wants me to do a Queen of the Dam type vibe.
Wow. Okay.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna sit down.
He would be the one to come up with that idea too. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down with him and we going connect and make that happen. So for All Hell. But before we get into it, Ambition kind of worked out in my favor because in that song I'm speaking to sometimes you have to start off with the strong. I feel you, man. I feel you. But like I said, some people got cut out the song. So it went with the natural flow of the order that I was in.
Shout out, Mama. We hear you.
It went with the natural flow of the order I was in. And so with Ambition, I'm speaking to my 10-year-old self. I'm speaking to my 14-year-old self. I'm speaking to my 24-year-old self in that song. So okay.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Let's let the people hear it, and then I can get into more.
Okie dokie. Here we go. Wrong button. Antoine, pay attention. Ambition. Here we go.
One time for the kid that's 10. Two times for the girl that was 14. Three times for the lady that's 24. One time, give me one more. One time for the kid that's 10. Two times for the girl that was 14. Three times for the lady that's 24. One time, give me one more. Let me stop by. Stay true to you. Become the one that they can look up to. When you laugh, walk past, hands to the sky. Hand in the way, signal bye-bye. They can chuckle now, but they'll cry later. 25th floor, riding elevators. You ain't keeping up, you make your own rules. Copycat, nah, fulfill your own shoes. They be stunting, they be fronting, spending parents' money. Working hard for yours, you get your own, sonny. And when you blow up, they be bankrupt. You a honey bun, they donuts. Nothing, baby, can compare to you. Birth and queen soap, go on and prove. Scream all hell if they ever try. Cause you got that ambition, baby. Look in your eye and tell. One time for the kid that's 10. Two times for the girl that was 14. Three times for the lady that's 24. One time, give me one more. One time for the kid that's 10. Two times for the girl that was 14. Three times for the lady that's 24. One time, give me one more. Now just look at him with the stuck face. Show no remorse, clear past his face. And when he acts up, it's off with his head. Actions only, don't get lost in what's said. Repeat the devil, cause God forgives sin. Eyes on the prize, shorty out to win. Live your own life, never fear the devil. God's plan, buried, no trouble. Take a deep breath, hand to the sky. Shorty don't trust, have another try. Baby girl, hold your hand in the sky. Hand in the way, signal bye-bye. Take a deep breath, hand to the sky. Shorty don't trust, have another try. Baby girl, hold your head in the sky. Hand in the way, signal bye-bye. From day one, I proved them wrong. From the day I spoke my first words, they knew I was a force to be reckoned with. They looked at me and teased as I walked down the street. Look at her, she thinks she's cute. I would giggle and I would say, no, I know I'm cute. Even her friends had they doubts, but she pulled through. Never gave in to what the doctor wanted her to. You see, I am her. I am determined to succeed, earning all that I want and all I'll ever need. Ambitious, ambition, ambitious, ambition. Yeah, that's Pheen. Don't tell me. One time for the kid that's 10. Two times for the girl that was 14. Three times for the lady that's 24. One time, give me one more. One time for the kid that's 10. Two times for the girl that was 14. Three times for the lady that's 24. One time, give me one more.
So let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
if you had to give a fourth time for the lady that's the age that you are now, what would that message in that song have been?
Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Don't let up. Whatever you want gonna always be yours. Plain and simple.
Pretty
The
much.
older I got, the less I feel like I need to say.
Mm. Mm. Okay. That's power. That's power. That's power. I like that. You want to talk about the name change?
Yeah, because I done been through them. I done been through them. You to the point where that's what made me say that question because You said, what name are we going by today?
Right, right.
So, for those who don't know, I started off as the Nice.
Drum rolls.
I started off as the Nice. I don't like that because I hate when people say it. And Tony always messing with me when I call him and he answers the phone. What's up, D Nice? I hate it.
But you chose that name for obvious reasons
I
because of
chose it for obvious reasons. Um, funny fun fact. A teacher called me that second grade. He was doing road. I don't know what made him do it. So I just want to tell Key and Peele they owe me some money because I was the originator of that part of that sketch. That happened to me in real life. But yeah, I fussed him out because he kept calling me D Nice when he called Rose. I went through from D Nice. And then my cousin Helen, shout out to Mel. She's a great spiritual guide. She is very heavily into it. She was at the Tipsy Picnic. She had the t-shirts, the cups, and things of that nature. Um, she gave me the nickname Bird because I have a bad nerve in my left hand, and I walk with my hand up like this. So she said like my hand is cocked like a wing. So she gave me the nickname Bird, and I put the J in front of it because I can't walk a straight line to save my life. So like a J Bird. J Bird then extended to J Love Bird. J Love Bird was a part of 40Y Get Addicted, the Get Rich crew with Gerard. Um and we I kept that name for the longest time. For the longest time. And then I evolved into Pheenix. Right before I met Miss Sabrina,
the name of the album.
Stony Mugger and I was sitting there and I was like, I don't know, I want my name to be Pheen. And he was like, no, you should be Phoenix, like, because you've been through a lot of stuff and no matter how much you've been through, no matter how many times you die, you come back to life bigger and better. Mind you, this was somebody I went through something with, but he always had great affirmations and great things, ideas. So I went from Phoenix to Molly J. Molly J was always my little white girl name.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that
They
before.
called me that in college because Patty No Knees, shout out to Patty No Knees. Patty No Knees gave me the name Molly J. Patty No Knees had the band that we actually went to the Marsh Pit I spoke about earlier. Patty was 6'7", and when I say penciled in, I mean that. And so that's why we call him Patty No Knees because it looked like he had no
Wow.
knees.
Wow.
So he called me Molly J, and that's I said let me go with Molly J. Um, I stopped being Phoenix because there was a Phoenix here in Baltimore. And people kept telling me I won this award, and I was like, I didn't win anything because I don't know what you talk about.
Mom says Molly was her favorite.
And then Molly J came about. Then there is a white girl named Molly J. I believe she rose with Molly J. It was always her favorite. Molly J and Kia. That's why she liked Molly J. Molly J came about because Molly J left because there is a white girl. I believe she rose with Wisdom Court or was rolling with Wisdom Court at one time, and she is Molly J. So I was put up a poll, and I was like, I want to be Fiend. Back to that, I want to be Fiend. So I'm gonna be Queen Pheen. And then the tagline came with it. I'm gonna get you addicted and turn you to a dope fiend. High so strong, hey you want to gangster lean. Ain't no ain't no chicks out here fucking with my team. S- Something, you are addicted and I am the queen.
That's a long hashtag, yo.
I'm just saying, I told you that was when I was young. I don't got much to say now.
Yeah.
But you know,
So
That was my way of sliding bars in there,
I've only
honestly.
I've only known about 3 of those names.
Well, you met me
That's crazy.
during the change.
Yeah.
You definitely met me during the change. Um, and so Queen Pheen came along. Big Tip, the bartender, came about because of my friend Yolanda. Shout out to Miss Yemi. That's where I get a lot of my jewelry and purses and accessories from. That's where a lot of my stuff came from. Miss Yemi's chest. Um, she was calling me Tip because of the business name being Tipsy Fiend. So I took that. Okay, I'm gonna be Big Tip because I get the big tips. Because when I was out doing the events, I was coming home almost $1,000 a pop just in the tips alone. So
Hey, let me hold something the next time.
listen, when I get back out there and running, we get these big bills in there. You can, you already know our arrangement. But yeah. So, but Queen Pheen is the name that stuck with me. Um, like I said, the Pheenism equates to the Baduism. It's just who I am as a woman, who I am as a person. I do believe that one hit, you just can't quit.
Yeah. And I love that. I love because you can do so much with that name. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like I understood where you wanted to go with the pill.
Hmm.
I understand why Jay may not have wanted you to, to
Hmm.
do that, but I just feel like there's so many. It's a versatile situation where you could go in a lot of different, directions with that. Would you ever? I mean, at this point, because you've been through so many, and you know everything that you know, would you at this point, if you decided to go full fledged back into your music, would you sign with another label?
No. And the reason why I'm saying no is too many, it's too much. It's easier to be an independent artist these
Definitely.
days. Um, Distribution wise, maybe because I trying to step back into the game would need help to push my music back out there. But as far as me being a full fledged artist under a label, no.
But I mean, with the ability now to just click a couple of buttons and have your music on 10, 15 different platforms, would you even need the help for
No,
for
no, I
distribution?
don't. I just wanted to be nice.
Yeah. Jeez. Ain't gotta be nice on here. Speak your mind.
Just saying, somebody might be, oh, let me go grab Queen Pheen while she back at it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I was sign a production deal. Let's say
Okay,
that. If
okay.
DJ King Ray, um, what do work with the girl, then yeah, of course. I would do that.
I didn't know the text right now. Don't don't play with me. Yeah, that would be kind of dope. Is there anybody else that you would consider working with from this area, or is it King Ray
Um,
exclusively at this point?
I definitely want King Ray. Um, Also, I am heavily after Chase Ultra for a feature right now. I think we need to do a Aries versus Aries track.
Oh,
And
you already got it laid out.
yeah. Also, my cousin, Icon, I definitely want to do something with him.
Icon the
Um,
God.
Icon of God is
Didn't
my
know that
blood
was your, didn't know that was
relative.
your cousin. Wow.
Also, I want to get I want to feature uh Hendrix's cousin. His name is G Suave. I want him on the track. I want that DC flow up in there. And I want to get Daddy on the track. I gotta have Tony on the track. He be spinning a little bit, I gotta do something.
Okay. Tony, you slid that one in on me, bro. I ain't know that. You've been holding out. You've been holding out, bro.
I'm gonna have him on my show one day. I'm gonna make him spin some buzz for me. He was trying to hide it like a little bit, but then when you be in the car, you get that blah,
Keep
blah, blah,
going.
you know. But
Maybe it's something about the Tonys because I am a closet
yeah, because I didn't
MC.
even know that you was on no choir singing and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm so glad that Blizzard can't find this video because I actually freestyled at his bachelor party that he did now.
Oh my God, where is this video? You need to find it, Terrence. I need to see this.
Yo, I hit him with the yo DJ, drop the beat.
No, you did.
I definitely did. And I freestyled. It was basically me freestyling everybody's name of everybody. Well, not everybody, but most of the people that were there that I knew
Mhm.
implemented their name in this freestyle. So yeah, I understand, Tony. We gotta, we can't let it all out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep it on gotta keep it on the tuck for the right time. Acapellas and acoustics could be the right time for Tony.
Okay. They don't never say I ain't put you on.
I'm just saying. And I know he's standing by you, so I know he hears me. So nah, that's what's up though. You want to get into any of these tracks that you sent me?
Yes. I'm gonna
You
save
love.
all hell, but I do want to get into another spoken word. No, I want to play Undefeated because a lot of people never heard that song.
Is that a video?
I thought I sent that to you. It's not an MP3.
Nope. I'll tell you the ones I have. I have You,
Mm.
I have 10, I have Real Love, Can I Hit It Again, and All Hell.
So the SoundCloud tracks then download as MP3s. All right. Let's do Can I Hit It? Yep. Let's do Can I Hit It Again?
I'm almost scared to play this song. I'm almost scared to play this song. Hold on, let me get to it. Oh, you know what? I hate the way that the media player. I'm sorry, y'all. Here it come. Wait a minute, slow down. All right, let me share. Present, share screen. Can I hit it again? Bam.
I have to apologize to you. You see, for the last 6 months, I've been using you. You see, my
Oh wow.
addiction is back, and you make every stroke feel like that first time. Missionary, cowgirl, legs up in the air on my back. Froggy style, boom. Ooh, you can get it in every way. Yes, ooh, you can get it every day. You make a woman wanna leave just so you can pull in my hair. You give me a right you high every time that you are inside of me. And that side shot, it hits my spot every time. And I'll be like, oh, see, make me scream my own name. See. And that is the very reason that I relapse. You see, your past is just the right length and it tastes so good. So when I can't get a hit, yeah, when I can't have it, I'm a total six. I'll be going through the withdrawals, but you know I can still get my fix. I hate it when you catch me though. Can't help it. You turn me on, just laying next to me. But nothing compares to the real thing. Besides, the pleasure's all for me. Got me on my stingy shit. Cause I be telling bitches, nah, I don't puff nor pants. Cause this nigga right here, yes, this nigga, he is like some exotic girl. And baby, without it, I sing the blues and pay my rent. Cause baby, I'm addicted and your love is wicked. And it started for a cold Saturday in February.
Okay.
I got that first hit, and I've been like, ever since, I've been like, baby, can Can I use the thing? Well, can I put it in?
I don't know why. Hold on, I'm gonna let this play out. I don't know why, but as I'm listening to that song, T Quest, what's going on, sis? As I'm listening to that, I'm thinking about my girl Chanel Narcissus.
Of course.
I'm thinking about
I'm gonna tell you why you're thinking about it because I played that when me and Chanel did the interview with you, and we were talking about putting her on some background vocals.
absolutely, absolutely. I remember that, and that would be because I'm thinking about the video that I always get on her about. I can't think of the
Yes,
name
the
of the song,
one,
but the one where she thinks she
the grown
grown,
and
where she
sexy one.
all up in the tub and all of that stuff, you know. But a lot of times when you listen to an artist, you listen to the words being said and you have one thought.
So, what do you think that video? I'm sorry. What do you think that song was talking about? Because I guarantee you're going to be wrong.
I'm gonna say I don't know because it's not as obvious as what it would seem to be.
It was about my first time smoking a blunt.
Wow.
Do you know
See?
who gave me my first blunt? Poet list Shakespeare.
Paul, listen, if you are still here, I need you to comment because we gotta have a talk.
And I wrote, "Can I hit it again?" That
Wow.
night. Mhm.
Wow.
I was like on a high that I just did not want to come down from. Whatever she had that night was that good. I had to write about it.
And see, just the fact that you were able to, you know, put it in a way that people's imaginations will run wild, you know,
Hmm.
kind of like what Rick James did with Mary Jane,
Okay.
so to
And
speak.
that was another inspiration
Yeah, it's
behind
it's
that.
people to this day that still don't know what that song is actually about. I'm like, bro,
Okay.
are you serious? He ain't dating no chick named Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
what is what are you talking about, bro? You got more. Come on, we
Yeah.
we we got we got about 15 minutes. We can get through as many of these joints as you want.
All right, let's play.
Then hold on. Then I'm gonna let you wanna all right, so let's do this.
Hmm.
Let's do two more of the ones that you sent me.
Hmm. And then
Then there's no way in hell that me and you gonna be on this show and don't talk about our business venture. So we're gonna talk about that for a minute, and
yes.
then we can close with mom's favorite poem.
Okay.
Okay, so give
Got
me
you.
two more.
Let's
We'll
go
just play them back to
into
back.
let's go into you and then all hail, of course.
You and all hell, yeah. All right. I gotta find I need a producer. I gotta be able to do this faster. Here we go.
You see, let me tell you something, because I gotta get this shit off my chest. Well, see, I never met a man that could check me. At the same time, I never met a man who didn't respect me. A queen, I was told I would become, when all I ever wanted was to become your one. You know, have your last name, but shit, never was I the type to play a blame game, because it's my fault. I fell in love. It's my fault. I let you in when ready. I never was. Shit, I'm curious because I need to know if this is serious. But I'm furious because I might just be delirious. But in the meantime, baby, let's just do us. Cause figuring out the truth, it ain't worth the fuss. Yes, baby. You. I baby. I holler at you, baby. Bye.
All right, I got something to say.
Yes.
So when that beat dropped, the first line you flowed on it, I thought that was a rap. I thought you were going to rap on that joint. You need to spit some bars on that beat.
I originally started that out as a rap, but I could not come up with a second verse. I couldn't. It
Can't
just
come
was
up with a
not.
second
I
verse.
couldn't come up with a second verse for that, and it was just like everything that I wrote down, I just didn't like. So at that time, if I can find a beat, I'll put some bars to it.
I won't even charge you for my ghostwriting skills. I won't even charge you. All right, let's get into All Hell, man. Here we go. I love this joint right here.
Turn it up a little bit.
Uh, I think that's as high as I can get on my end.
Oh, okay.
I call it Tyrone. And I don't think that's too much to ask.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too much to ask. And
Let's
shout out to my
break that down too, because a lot of people. Okay, yes, we the good sex part is good sex, but go ahead is I don't want no dumb person who don't got no knowledge to get out. I want you to have a good head on your shoulders. I want you to be smart, intelligent, and to be able to pour knowledge into me as I pour knowledge into you, and be loyal. Be
see.
loyal.
Get y'all mind out the gutter. Y'all was thinking about something else. Get your mind out the gutter. Man, this has been fun.
Hmm.
And I really feel like we could go for another hour, but I really Hey, my man Trex, what's up, bro? My guy. What's going on, man? Your mom, hey, can he wear the thing that I sent you yet?
Yeah, he can still fit it.
Yeah, I need a picture. I need a
I
picture
know.
with that.
I need to take. I wanted. Listen. I wanted to be home. I wanted both of us to have our shirts on. I was
Gotcha.
gonna be live and.
It's all Tony's fault. I know. Blame it on Tony. Blame it on the future hubby. I'm putting that out there. Oh, I just did that publicly too. I'm putting it out there into the atmosphere. But look, sis, in addition to um all of the great stuff that you do music wise, you are also an impeccable businesswoman to me and an amazing mixologist. I forgot how long I've been supporting you now, but it's pretty much been since day one. And your drinks have to be good because I literally drive across town when I put my
Yeah.
orders in to
Yeah.
pick them joints up when you was living over
Oh,
off
West. Yeah.
over west.
Mm-hmm.
So just real quick, how did the whole bartending slash mixology slash all of that
Well,
come?
I've always, since you've known me, I've always been a
Yeah,
bartender.
yeah.
I've always been into bartending. Um, After I had Wavy, I was just like, I don't want to go back to
Wait.
work. I need to go ahead and start this business up. His dad and I came to the agreement that I would do just that. We didn't want to put Wavy in daycare; it's too expensive. Um, and then the pandemic hit, and so that really, gave me the go ahead to be able to do what I do. Um, Making drinks also was something a skill that I got from my mom. Um, she is she had a bar. She operated a bar back in the day. So that's also
Oh,
she made all the drinks for people's weddings, cookouts and stuff like that. So that's also a skill that I've gained from her. Um and it was just something that I've always dreamed about. I used to say back in the day when I wanted to be a fashion designer, that I would have a strip mall and I would put a lounge, a clothing store, and um, my mom's restaurant. I would put it all in a strip mall. And we would we would, have secret doors. If you came from the boutique, you can go straight to the lounge or go to the restaurant. You know what I'm
that would be
saying?
fire. That
So
would be
that's
fire.
something. Actually, if her, me, my sister put our brains together and our attitudes aside, we could have a banging business. More so my attitude aside, I'm gonna be real. Um, we could have a banging business because we all kind of do the same thing. My sister's an impeccable baker. She did all of my cakes for my birthdays events, other than this birthday year, and I'm so mad because I was so disappointed by that cake. But it's not her fault. But yes,
I'm
we
glad you
could have
made that known that it wasn't her fault. 'Cause-
yeah, because she didn't wasn't able to make my cake this
okay.
year. But sh- I did, I did have a dream about that. So I'm still gonna try to make that happen one day. I do want to have Tipsy Pheen Lounge. Um or the Tipsy Lounge, however I'm gonna name it. But yes, I did, always that was something I've always done. Whether it was being young, pouring my grandmother a drink from her bar, it was just something that was always in me.
Yeah. So I mean, from my standpoint, I started out supporting just because that's what I do. You know what I mean? When somebody that I really rock with is doing a bit. Hey, my man XO, what's up, bro? We talked about you earlier, bro. You missed it by
Yeah,
about what 15, 20 minutes. But shout out to my bro XO. I started out just as a supporter. And like I really was rocking with the everything that I've had from you. Like
yes,
you're batting 1,000, as far as I'm concerned. And so when I made the decision to step out and do, the signature drinks, it was a no brainer for
hmm
me, and and we've been
yeah.
rocking.
We
And
sat down, had a
I,
tasting,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, it's time
and
for
went
another
from there.
tasting too. That tasting got
Yeah,
the tasting got
yes.
me tipsy.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? We was giving out samples. We was drunk. We was drunk at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, sitting on your porch. But I know that we're even though it's been at least a year, if not a little more than a year now.
Yeah.
We still got some things that we got to settle down, and and work some kinks out. But I
Mhm.
definitely feel like if we really continue to push and put our mind to it, and get a commercial here and some photo shoots and all of that kind of
Yes,
stuff. And
yes. I am still
mm,
trying to
I know.
contact my boy so we can get that officially our theme song
Yeah. Okay, man.
because
Yeah. If
you
not,
know
we can come up with an official theme song. I'd be kind of
definitely.
hesitant. I'd be kind of hesitant playing it sometimes because of the fact that the show is on YouTube, and I don't want somebody to be scrolling and hear the song and be like, "Yo, they played your name on a commercial," and then I'm getting cease and desist orders and
Yeah,
royalty
but I'll
payments
I'll
and all of that kind
definitely
of stuff.
holler at him and get that straightened out for us.
Yeah. But man, for those of you who haven't, and for those of you that have, spin the block and do it again. Reach out to us, man. Get one of these Long Island iced teas. Get one of these rum punches. Even though we're out of rum punches now, but you can put in the order and we'll have it ready. And also, we're going to be working on some new stuff in the future, man.
Yes,
So
yes,
I
yes.
appreciate everybody, especially your mom, because your mom is our biggest supporter.
She
Your
is
mom,
our
your
biggest
mom be
supporter.
taking our
First
whole
of all,
re-ups.
she don't take the whole re-up. Like that's the crazy part
Your
about it.
mom,
She will get the whole. She be like, "You finished? How many did you make?" All right, I'm about to finish. I'm
yo,
like,
your
"Oh
mom
my
takes
god,
the
man! It didn't
whole
even make out the door."
Yo, mom takes the whole re-up and she pays. She's not one of those people that say, "Oh, you're my daughter. Antoine is my friend. Can I get a discount?" She really pays for everything that she purchases, man. Shout out to Darlene Dina. Um, eh, 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 yeah, just a big supporter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
She said, "Let me do the thing." Oh,
That's crazy because I've been asking your mom to drop some bars forever.
I've been trying to get her on a feature forever.
And I'm gonna keep that there until the end of the show because I want everybody to see that she's saying that I would love that would be
That would
amazing.
be amazing.
That would be amazing. So we're gonna hold you to
Yeah.
that, Darlene. That would be
You don't need
fire.
another snack right now,
I
Namaya.
can I already know you would probably
It would be so dope. It would be so dope.
we
I
gotta make
can't. I
that
can't.
happen. We,
Yeah.
we gotta make that happen. With EXO on the ad libs.
With EXO on the ad lib.
EXO on the ad libs.
Ow. By the way, I've been doing ow before Cardi B. Okay,
Ooh. Ooh.
so stop coming for me.
Do you need
Cause
some money? Do you need a roll? Do you
no, I don't need no royalty. Cause that was an ad lib
okay.
before that. I got that from Lil Kim. But people,
Gotcha.
for, people for some reason keep thinking I stole that from Cardi B. I was doing it before her.
Said, nah, come on, bro. You can't do the ad libs for us. Come on, bro.
Nah, you gonna do some ad libs.
All right, we'll give you 8 bars on it or something, man.
You gonna
That's,
do some ad libs. You gonna get a feature. We gonna get you something.
that's
I
what's
buy
up.
you a canvas.
So and I think EXO forgot about me, but I wanted him to do me an Access Granted piece the way he did the big piece for Wavy.
Oh, listen, I'm telling you,
Oh,
I'm getting ready to get him to do one for Hendrix as well because let me tell you something. That Wavy piece, Wavy think I had to put it up because Wavy think it's got superpowers and
it does.
he think he Tony Stark when he put that on his chest. I ain't got time for that. Like
Hey, it's technically not music, bro. It's a commercial. So I feel you. I understand, but come on now, just the ad libs, just the ad
it's
libs,
just an ad libs.
just the ad libs. But anyway, man, sis, it's been a pleasure. I don't know what this poem is,
You heard
so
it so many
I am
times.
looking forward to it just as much as your mom. If you want to let people, if you want to give your follow me information first and then do the poem, or you want to do the poem first, it doesn't matter to me. But
Y'all can find me either Tipsy Fiend on all social media platforms. Tipsy Fiend. I think Twitter is Tipsy Cocktails. But everything else is Tipsy Fiend. Um, that's where you can find me. As far as my personal, if you want to follow my podcast. It is Coffee and Comments. I gotta change it to Concerts and Cocktails, but it's Coffee and Comments for right now. But yeah, just Google me, baby.
Ah.
Literally.
All right, let's get into this poem.
She was searching for love, something she should have never done. She claiming victory, although she already won. So she begged to being cold hearted. Put it in a grave like her dearly departed. He gave her hope, sending her on a power trip. He made love to her brain and made her heart skip. And in the end, he gonna be the one to fall, reaching out his hand, cause she gonna be the one he called. She'd rather give up on love than give her heart to another one. And love that you can't get from a father nor a mother. But she'll chill, cause it's making her ill. She sacrificed too much, and yet she's still where she started. Again, she begged to being cold hearted. Put it in a grave like her dearly departed. Love.
I have heard that before.
Yep.
I have heard that before. Nice. Nice. It's been real, sis.
Yes, bro. This was fun.
It's been real.
This was
I've,
so
I've,
fun.
I've gotten hip to some music that I hadn't heard before. Definitely learned a part of the evolution that I didn't know, because I swear I thought MAM was the only label that you were ever a part of.
No.
Yeah, that's dope. And you know, as a friend and as a fan, I'm looking forward to whatever else. I know you got some more in the tank. I know you're not done. I know
Yeah.
you're not done.
Nobody won't let me quit.
I know
Tony,
you're not.
Tony trying to get me into the studio right now. He just told me before he left out. He said, you got 6 months. You finish your project. So you got 6 months.
Wow.
He's
So
very good at giving me time restraints and making me stick to my word.
okay.
So, you know.
And just make sure he got his 16 ready for the feature that he's going to do, and
Period.
you can make it happen. But definitely fun chopping it up with you, sis. I can't believe
Yes.
2 hours is gone past already. That's kind
Yes,
of
this is my favorite interview. I've always had a good time when I came. Like when I get with you and I get with Lisa, I've always like, it's just natural flow. Yeah, so I'm just, looking forward to
Are you talking about Lisa as in Baltimore Paparazzi?
Baltimore Paparazzi, baby, the one
I
and
wish
only.
that I wish that she was watching the show, because Baltimore Paparazzi hit me up with an idea about a documentary that she wants to do. I think that was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh my
And
God,
I've
that
been
would be
beating
love
her.
because video wise, performance wise, as far as somebody, if they was on a Queen Pheen documentary, she would be the person that you would need to hit up for the footage.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
definitely think that her story needs to be told, and I keep throwing darts. I keep hitting her. We just talked about it last week
She's a
because
very important part of the Baltimore scene,
yeah,
like honestly.
yeah.
From her starting her own showcases, her coming out, just being there with her camera in the background, not even, it's just like she doesn't have to do what she does, but she does. And it's
She-
made a important impact on
yeah,
Baltimore.
it's a lot of stuff that wouldn't be documented, and she always laughs when I tell my story about the first time I saw her, which was at the 20, I believe the 2014 Crown Awards down at Baltimore Soundstage, and I just kept saying, "Yo, who is this white lady that everybody in the building is walking up to and giving a hug to?" Had no
Yeah.
idea who she was until about a year
The
later,
Baltimore
and
Paparazzi.
that's been my dog ever since. She had a show with us at Power 4.4 Radio that she needs to start back up as well. But yeah, man, always. Uh oh. Yes, she. My
Awesome.
God, yeah, she is.
Amazing.
Yeah, and like I said, she's documented so much. Like I don't even think she scratched the surface of the stuff that I've seen of hers that she puts up, and
Nope. And
because she's been around for so long and doing so much, like the
she got me
books or
like
the
I talked about this on when you interviewed. She got me like you just see me on the mic like that,
whoa,
and I'm up in Tater G and
whoa,
D's.
wait a minute, stop the press. Look who just jumped on.
I love you,
Look who
Lisa.
just jumped on. Yo, you
Like,
can't make this stuff up. You can't.
I love you for this, Lisa. You don't even know how
Yes.
much I love you for
Wow,
this.
that's crazy. She literally Baltimore paparazzi's in the building. Yeah, we talking about you. Yes, I just called you out about the documentary because I just inboxed you. No, I just posted something or commented on your post. But yeah, we definitely need to make that happen because I can only go by the part of the history that I know, and I came in late. So I can
Right.
imagine all of the stuff that she has before,
But I'm
I even
telling you,
start all the
Lisa
posts.
got it. Like,
Yeah. So
I'm telling you, come on now, the black hole. Take it back. I mean, we could again. We could go on for another hour
another
if we
hour,
really needed to
exactly.
go towards some more history. But I mean, just she's. I can say she's a very important part of the evolution of Queen Pheen. Definitely. She probably could do a picture reel
That's
just off of my evolution alone, just off my performance alone. She's definitely captured me in the essence in the middle of my performance. Like she has the best performance photos of me ever. And then when me and Ted Spitter would do, he has a song right now. Oh my God, the way she captures that every time we perform, man, I'm telling you, she's just amazing. You have to have people like Lisa around in the scene. You have to. It's very important that you have people like Lisa around in the scene because who else is going to capture our history?
yeah, yeah. Not that we putting no pressure on you or anything, Lisa, but yeah, yeah. Let's see what 2024 has in store. I feel like if I keep
So
pushing her, eventually
we're
I'm gonna
gonna,
get on
we're
her
gonna
nerves
get her
enough.
the tipsy picnic.
Exactly. I
We're
feel
gonna
like
get her the tipsy picnic.
yeah, she said that was and still is her song.
That's our song, Lisa. That's our song.
I feel like if we keep getting on her nerves enough, she'll finally break down and say, "Okay, let's just pick some time and do it." So
Yeah.
appreciate you, Baltimore paparazzi, and we love you like cook food. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Amen.
All right, man. Again, access granted signature Long Island's access granted signature
Come
rum
get them.
punches. Hit her
Come
up.
and get
And
down.
if you check her social media pages, she also has a listing of the other items that she
Yes,
creates.
I
I
have a
guarantee.
Halloween special, picture special right now going on for folks who want Halloween cocktails at their parties.
Yes.
I have my signature cocktails, tipsy cocktails, out right now. I'm about to bring out this Similac mix for Hendrix. I'm joking, but I am going to start a baby food line. It's not going to be tipsy anything, but I am going to start a baby food line because
Yeah, I would hope it wasn't going to be
it's
tipsy.
not going to be tipsy anything. But it's going to be inspired by Hendrix, but we call him Big Nino. So it's probably most likely going to be something to do with that. And also, one of these days, Tony going to start playing. We're going to get this party bus. So be looking for that to come soon. The Tipsy Party Bus.
That's what's up. Hey, shout out to the family down in Dallas. As soon as y'all click off of us, y'all can get on YouTube and click over to, I believe it's called Ayo Let's Talk. My man Damo and them down there in Dallas, man. Appreciate you guys. Again, shout out to my girl Ja Avi. She's gonna be down there
Yes,
next week headlining my
Abby.
man Jay Waiter's album release. I can't wait to see the footage. Somebody better go live. Somebody better go live. I need to see it as it's happening. But salute to
Okay.
you, sis. She's very excited, and I know that's gonna be great. Um, that's it, man. Let's
Yes.
get on up out of here. Let me see who I got next week. I'll be trying to give people advance notice. We spoke about She Dandelion earlier. She will be my featured guest. Oh,
Yes.
let's
I
talk
gotta
about it.
tune in. I gotta
Yeah.
tune in.
Um.
Yes.
Again, uh, we had her on an episode of the show that Wombat and I used to do, True School Flavor, back a couple of years ago, and
Mhm.
she's such a dope. I can't think of the MC that she reminds me of, but she definitely has like a
For
Bahama
whom it
Dia
will be love.
kind of flow
And
to her. And
It just hit me. She makes teas. And
yeah,
she
that's what.
made the tea for
That's,
our Long Island.
whoo. Hey, let's talk about it.
We're gonna
We-
get together. We're gonna get it
yeah,
together.
that's that's the bomb right there. That's the bomb. We'll talk about it. But yeah, man, make sure you tune in next week. Make sure you continue to follow Access Granted the Par Stream on all of our social media. Like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Queen, sis, I love you.
It's been real.
Shout out to my sister Lisa Monet. Again, she couldn't be here with us tonight, man, but she will be back with us next week.
Yes,
Everybody
sis.
have a great week. Baltimore, put the damn guns down, and we see you guys next week. Access Granted the Par Stream. We are out. EXO,
Ah.
EXO. Love you, bro. Appreciate you, man.